Hey guys, and welcome to Jira's Crazy World. And if you haven't guessed by now, I'm Jira, duh. And I am coming to you today with another story time. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. So when I was thinking about what should I name the story time, I was going through a little complications because at first I wanted to name it The Time I Got Caught Up. But I was like, in order to get caught up, I had to either be in a relationship with more than one person or be in like a relationship like situation with more than one person. And with this story, that was not the ordeal. So for me, I never really dated growing up. It's like I meet a guy, he cute, he think I'm cute, boom, we together in a relationship. We boyfriend and girlfriends. But I was like, moving here, I decided that I want to start dating. And for me, dating is just going out with people, getting to know them, spending time with them a little and seeing if you guys really want to be in a relationship or if you want to take things to the next level. And then also, like, me and this person never, like, made an agreement that, we were going to be monogamous and it was just going to be me and him and nobody else. Nothing of that nature. So let's start from the beginning. So when I first moved here, I didn't know anybody. Only person that I knew was my cousin, and he had just relocated himself and his wife here like a little bit before me, so they were still new as well. Honestly, only thing I knew about the DMV area is that I needed to live in Virginia when I moved here. So I went looking for apartments, of course, and my cousin helped me out with that because I was like, I would rather live closer to my job because I don't know what the situation is as far as like my transportation, if I should take the bus, if I should drive, if I can park, because at my last job we had to pay to park, so I just like took the bus instead or the trolley because it was cheap. It was cheaper. So I didn't know how the situation was going to be coming here. So I was like, I'd rather live somewhere closer where if need be, I can take the bus to work or the train or whatever. So I was like, I want to live in Virginia. So I had found me an apartment, but what I did not know is that my salary and my apartment rent were not going to be on the same level. So, of course, coming here from Miami was a total culture shock. Everything was different. But as well as I was kind of like fresh out of college. So, I had been out of college for almost a year. But I had not been working in my field. I was doing like administrative assistant work at a hospital. I was doing administrative assistant work at a hospital, so I didn't have any, experience. Put it like that. I didn't have any experience in my field, and this place gave me an opportunity to work here, but of course at an intern salary. So I was just like, something's got to give because this check is just not cutting it. It's not allowing me to, be able to comfortably live. I was like, I need to get me a part-time job. And a lot of people here, they were telling me, that they had part-time jobs as well when they first moved in the area. So I was like, okay. So I started looking for a part-time job. I'm laughing because the first place I applied to so I never worked in the food industry before. No offense to people that have, but I just never did growing up. I worked with like kids at parks, or I tutored, or I did like administrative assistant work, stuff of that nature. So but all of those jobs were like daytime jobs. I needed something that I can do at nighttime and do on the weekends, so that it didn't interfere with my full-time job. So I was like, okay, I'm going to apply to work at a restaurant. So the first restaurant I applied to work at was Maggiano's. Maggiano's is this Italian restaurant because I'm thinking to myself, okay, it's more upscale. I think I should work at a more upscale restaurant. I'll probably get more money that way, and it just won't be like such a bad hassle, I assume. So I applied to work there. They sent me something for an interview, and mind y'all, I applied to be a busser, okay? Because I'm not too good to clean up. So I was like, sure, I even clean some tables. I needed money. So I was like, I applied at Maggiano's. They sent me something for an interview. I set up an interview, but then when I got there to the interview, they didn't know I was coming. They didn't know that they scheduled an interview with me. I don't know how that worked out, but the man was like, okay, I'll go ahead and give you an interview. So he interviewed me. He said he'll be in contact, which they wasn't. They didn't even give me I didn't even get the job. I got a denial email. I'm like, how can you not get a job as a freaking busser? Like, was I that bad? So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to give up. I need a part-time. So I was applying. Then boom, finally got a call to come in for an interview for Applebees. I had applied to be a hostess there. So I went, did my interview, and the manager, he loved me off back. He loved me and was like, you can start next week. I'll give you a schedule, this, and then third. So I'm like, okay, cool. So started working there, and I don't know, maybe because I was the new person, but everybody just was really nice to me for some reason. So everybody was nice to me, and then of course all the guys liked me. They thought I was cute, and I mean, we had to wear uniforms. We wore black polo shirts with our little name tags and black slacks and like black slip-proof sneakers. But most of the time I was coming from work, so I always had like my makeup done, and then like I always had my hair done and stuff like that. So of course the guys were attracted to me. Now mind you, before I started working there, when I first moved down here, I went to that restaurant and ate with two of my friends from college. Well, an ex-friend and a friend from college, and I had met one of the servers there with a guy who was our server. His name was Todd. And I just thought he was so cute. Well, he was like my type. I have a type. And he fell into the brackets of my type. And that day, I flirted with him or whatever the situation was. But that was it. It was just flirting and nothing else. And so when I started working there, he didn't remember me, which was a good thing. And, it made me more comfortable, and I didn't feel weird or anything like that. Like, dang, I was flirting with this guy, and now I'm working here with him. So he didn't even remember me, and I was just fine with that. So fast forward, it was two other guys that liked me as well. Well, all the guys liked me, but only two of them that I actually, were cool with. So one guy, his name was Abe. He was 18. He was very young. At this time, I just moved here, so I was like 23. And Abe was really cool. Such a gentleman, so nice. His mama used to come to the job all the time, and she was so nice. And they just loved me. And then it was another guy named Martin. Now, I never liked Martin. Never even looked twice at Martin. We just were cool. Now, me and Martin connected over music. So, I'm all into, like, old school and R&B music. Like, that's me. That's my vibe. And Martin was the same way. And then he also was the person that introduced me to go-go music. Just, like, really big here or whatever. And so we were cool. We were friends. But that was about it with, like, our relationship. So, but we did used to chill, outside of work and stuff like that. And, I knew he liked me, and I took a little interest in him because I had started spending so much time with him. So one night, me and Martin were the last ones closing the restaurant. Well, it's always a manager there, but it was only one. At the end of the night, they usually cut everybody that's on the schedule, like send them home, and they leave at least one hostess and one server to finish up the tables, clean everything, and then, close up the restaurant. Now, one thing, let me tell y'all this real quick. To work at Applebee's as a hostess is like working, God forgive me, as a freaking slave. You had to be the hostess. You had to be the janitor. You had to clean the tables. You had to clean the bathrooms. You had to sit people, like, it was just too much. And they used to be asking you to run food. Like, you gotta do every part of the job when you're at Applebee's. I hated that junk. That was one of the reasons why I left. So, this one night we closed, and so he was like, yo, let's go chill. So usually after work, sometimes a group of us will go to TGI Fridays, have some drinks and stuff like that. But since it was just me and Martin, I was like, okay, let's go to my apartment. And he stayed like 3 lights down from me. So we all stayed in the same area. And I was like, let's go to my apartment. Let's chill. You know, listen to some music, talk, have some drinks. So we went to the store, got some drinks, went to my apartment. We get in my car because he didn't have a car. So we get in my car and we go to my apartment. Pulled up to my apartment and Abe was there. No, I lied. So we goes to my apartment. It was a 7-Eleven right but next to my house. And Abe was at the 7-Eleven. That's how that happened. Abe was at the 7-Eleven. And so he was like, oh, what's up? What y'all doing? What y'all finna get into? I said, oh, nothing. We finna just go to my house and chill. So he was like, oh, okay, cool. Can I come over? Because Abe's cousin also lived in my housing community. So that's why he was in the area. So I was like, yeah, cool, you know, no problem. It didn't never dawn on me to like even ask, you know, Martin if it was okay, if it was cool if he came and chill with us. Because for one, it's my apartment. For two, you don't pay no rent up in that sucker. For three, we not even in a relationship. And for four, I thought it was just a chill night. We was just chilling. So we goes to my apartment. Abe follows in his car. We get there. We go upstairs. We all just sitting there. We talking. Me and Martin are drinking because Abe doesn't drink. And, you know, we just vibing. So Martin started yawning and was like, he was tired and he was ready to go home. So, of course, since I drove him to my house, I had to give him a ride home. So I was like, oh, yeah, I'm finna go take Martin home. He's tired. So Abe was like, okay, cool. He was like, do you mind if I go to my cousin's house and wait for you there? And when you get back, we can finish chilling. So I'm like, all right, cool, you know, no problem, because I wasn't going to sleep. Anyways, I didn't have to work the next day or nothing like that. So, boom, we get in the car. I take Martin home. Abe was at his cousin's house, and mind you, Martin doesn't stay that far from me, just like 3 lights down. So it was like, you know, a fast trip. So I go take Martin home. So we pull up to his place. He looks at me and he was like, really? So you finna go back and chill with him? So I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, I can't believe you. You had another derogatory term at your house. I said, that boy was not at my house. I said, he was at the store. But you let him come to your house because we are friends. I'm like, me and him cool. Like, we was just all chilling. Like, you ain't seen like it was a problem 5 minutes ago, but now all of a sudden it's a problem. He was like, it was always a problem. That's why I was saying that I was tired, because I was trying to get him to leave. I was like, well, you should have said that from the beginning, or you should have texted me or something. Like, I'm not a freaking mind reader. I can't read your mind. Like, he was like, I was trying to spend some alone time with you. Okay, well, I didn't know that, you know. I'm sorry, I didn't know that. He was like, I can't believe you. You probably talking to him too, and you probably messing with him, and da-da-da-da. I'm like, first of all, me and this boy ain't even got nothing going on, okay? He is too young for me. Let's get that straight. And second of all, he is cool. Like, that's just my friend. But I don't have to explain myself to you because you're not my man. Like, we don't have no relationship. We don't have no ties. We don't have no agreements. So why I have to explain myself to you? And why do I have to explain who I let in and out of my apartment? You know, I live by myself. So he was like, you know what? Forget you. I don't want to talk to you no more. I ain't dealing with you no more. I'm like, cool. That's fine. I really don't even care. So he proceeds to get out of the car, and he slammed my car door. Slammed my car door so hard, I thought the window had freaking broke. I looked, I'm like, oh my God. Luckily it did not, but I was livid at this point, okay? I'm pissed off now. So I roll my window down. I'm like, you was a stupid idiot. I'm like, you so dumb. You need to grow up. You so freaking immature. I ain't got time for you. I was like, forget you. Don't talk to me no more. Don't ever talk to me no more. I'm good on you. This, that, and the third. So he was like, yeah, flicking me off, all kind of stuff. So I backed up and I started to drive away. All of a sudden, I hear boom to my back windshield. I immediately put the car in park, get out the car, and I go and look. This idiot had done threw a whole can of beer at my freaking back windshield trying to break it. I was like, and if you would have broke my window or my windshield, I would have came over there and beat your behind. You so ignorant. I was like, don't ever call my phone no more. Don't ever text me no more. I'm good on you. Get back in the car. I speed off. Mind y'all, we still have to work together, okay? So we still got to go back to work. So I get back to my apartment. I call Abe and I tell him what happened. And he was just like, wow, I can't believe dude even did that. I can't believe he treated you like that. I was like, I know, like, I can't believe it either, because he was just here like everything was all cool and all copacetic, but all along he was secretly hating for no reason at all. Like, he had no reason to be upset. It was nothing going on. And let me tell y'all, I have many cousins, okay? A lot of male cousins. I know game. My cousins is players. Not all of them. I got some good cousins. But a lot of my cousins are freaking players. I know game like the back of my hand, okay? So do y'all think that if I was trying to be manipulative, if I was even messing with this dude like that or messing with Abe like that, that I would have both of them at my house? I would even like let all us cross paths and be chilling like that? No, if I knew that boy even wanted to chill, and if I knew, if I knew I had something going on with Abe and Martin liked me, I wouldn't even let Martin come to my house while Abe is at my house. Or I would have been like, nah, Abe, you can't come over today. Or I would have been like, nah, Martin, you can't come over today. I genuinely was just friends with these people. Like, I didn't think much of whatever relationship that they thought we had going on. So, fast forward. Now I got to go back to work. Now I see I'm on the schedule with Martin. Martin would not talk to me the entire time. And I mean, he had no right to even be mad at me, to be completely honest. But he would not talk to me at work. And that's fine. I'm not going to sit your tables either. Yeah, the hostess, we got the upper hand. And so he started talking to my manager about, like, she's not sitting at my tables and da-da-da. But eventually, I mean, I guess he got over the whole situation that happened. And he ended up, apologizing to me. But I still was like, I was done on him. I still didn't want to, start anything back up. No friendship, no hanging out, no chilling, anything like that, because I was like, at this point, you disrespected me, you crossed the line, and I just don't trust you no more. Like, you tried to freaking break my windows out of my car. Like, I don't appreciate that at all, especially because you don't even have a car, so you don't know how much it costs to fix all of this stuff. So yeah, I was just like, I can't believe that even happened to me. Like, he was so immature. Like, I don't care what nobody says. People like to say, oh, I date older guys because they're mature. No. A man is going to be a man. Just like a female going to be a female. I feel like age doesn't make you mature. It's like your actions is what makes you mature. And he was not a mature person at the age of 33 years old. This guy tried to break the windows out of my car. So if you guys ever been in a similar situation as me, or if you ever been in like something with somebody that you didn't know that you were, if you ever been in a situation where you didn't know that you were in a relationship with somebody and they thought you guys were in a relationship and they tried to do something crazy like that on you, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and comment below your situation so that I know that I am not the only person in this crazy world dealing with crazy people like that, okay? And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and make sure you hit the bell. That way you are notified every time I post new content on my channel, as well as in the description box. It is my Instagram for my YouTube page. And also, that is my personal Snapchat. So you guys go ahead and chase me on Snapchat. You'll hear my daily rants, because I do that a lot. See crazy stuff happening live in action. So, yeah, go ahead and follow me on Instagram and follow me on Snapchat. Also, that way you can talk to me, let me know what's going on. But until next time, guys, thanks for tuning in into Jira's Crazy World. Love you. Bye.